Hey guys, it's been a while. I'm here with my buddy Jayden Bloom.
Hey guys.
At Jayden Bloom. He's my trainer at Equinox, and also coincidentally, he's straight. And I think a lot of you are potentially asking, what kind of questions could a gay guy ask a straight guy? And I think there's some questions that you might potentially have for me as a gay man. So without further ado, are you ready for this, Jayden?
Let's do it.
Cool.
Ryan, how are gay relationships different to you than straight relationships?
It's a good question, and the answer to that would be I can't answer this because full entirely because I've never been in a straight serious relationship, but I would say more or less the difference would be is gay relationships, they're more or less more transparent about what's going on. What I mean by that is, from what I've heard in a lot of straight relationships, there's partners that are being promiscuous, but it's not really as accepted or talked about. It's a lot more of a taboo topic. Whereas in the gay relationships, not to say every gay relationship is open, because that's not at all what I'm saying, but a lot of them are, and the ones that are, it's pretty just socially acceptable and accepted. Whereas I feel like in straight relationships, that type of behaviors or lifestyle is still going on, but it's just not talked about, and it would be a lot, I would say, like frowned upon, and people just more or less judge.
Ryan, do
Yes.
gay dudes care more or less about their image than straight dudes?
It's a good question. I would say that more or less gay men probably care a little bit more about their self-image than straight dudes do. But to be frank, I know quite a few straight dudes that spend more time getting ready in the morning than I do. So it all is situational, but I would say the reason why gay men spend so much time getting ready in the morning or just about their self-image is usually their insecurity, and they're trying to overcompensate for something.
Interesting that you say that, because I would say that, you know, I think I spend not a lot of time, but definitely a decent amount of time if I'm going out on a night out, Friday, Saturday night, whatever it may be. I do spend a decent amount of time like trying to look my best for sure. So I think I do share that same trait.
Like a metrosexual type situation.
Yeah, for sure.
So I have a question for you. What does manscaping look like for you?
For me personally?
Yeah.
Manscaping for me, I would say, you know, I wake up in the morning, I always make sure my hair is looking the way I want it to.
How often do you get your hair cut?
I'll get my hair cut every 2 weeks.
Same as me.
And I'll also get my eyebrows trimmed up once every couple months, depending on what's going on.
A lot of straight dudes don't admit that. That's
a lot of straight dudes don't admit that, and I don't understand why.
What percentage of your friends would you say that are straight for sure get their eyebrows done?
Very small percent that I know of. Very
Okay.
small percentage. Very small. So I actually go with one of my straight friends to get our eyebrows done together. So that's kind of a funny experience because we're the only two dudes in the salon at the time.
Waxing or threading?
Threading.
Okay.
And I can
Have
say,
you done waxing before?
no, but threading is probably one of the most painful things I've ever
You need to try
experienced.
waxing. Yeah,
Is
I've
it
done
more painful
both.
than threading?
No, it's less painful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then also, because I like to keep a beard,
Yeah.
I don't really like being clean shaven, so
Okay.
I spend quite a bit of time on my beard weekly. I'd say about once or twice a week I'll spend
Clean it
time
up,
just
right?
cleaning it up, shaping it up, trimming the neck and everything like that.
Have you ever been in a situation where you screwed it up? And
Oh,
you,
100%. It
And
happens to me all the time.
And then you have to go really, really short?
I'll have to just shave it off and regrow it. So a lot of the times if I'm lining it up, if I go a little bit too short, then I have to just take the beard
Have you
off.
ever been in a setting where you're like at a restaurant with friends and one of your friends calls you out, or a girl or whatever, and they're like, you like screwed up over here?
No, but I've definitely had times where I didn't realize it, but after seeing if pictures were taken that night, that one side was longer than the other, and one side was a bit shorter than the other.
Yeah.
So there's definitely been those situations, because it's hard to try and line them up perfectly even, right? Like
totally.
I just kind of look at each side in the mirror.
Do you have a mirror in the shower?
No.
Okay, that's what you need to get.
That's what I need to get.
Yeah, so I have a trimmer, and then I trim usually once a day, but then in the shower I have a mirror, and then with a disposable raid, like I just clean up this part too, so that because I don't like to have. I think that you do the same thing.
Could you grow a beard like mine if you tried? Cause you got decent.
Actually, probably not as thick. But yeah, I could. Yeah, definitely.
And is that considered long for you? Do you prefer being clean shaven?
This is
That's long.
This is long.
And what are beards like considered in the gay community? Like, do a lot of gay guys like tend to grow long beards, or does it depend on the person?
It depends on the age group. So it's very popular as you get older, like to have a beard, and that would be considered like a daddy.
I see.
And then a cub would be like a younger version of a scruffy dude.
Okay.
There's literally an app that you'd be the poster boy of, and it's called Scruff. So it's like, imagine. You know what Tinder is, obviously, and there's Grindr, which is the gay version
you're
of
saying I should reach out to them for an endorsement deal or something?
That's what I'm saying, exactly.
Okay,
or if you change your mind and you're a little bit curious, that's the app that you should be on.
There we go. Okay,
literally. But to answer your question, I would say that most gay men, and I don't want to put us all into one bubble, but a lot of us have like the 5 o'clock shadow. I would say that that's probably the most preferred look, but I'm probably going to get backlash for saying that. But anyway, that's what I think is the most common.
So Ryan, similar question to what you just asked me, but what is manscaping like for a gay dude?
For a gay dude, well, I can't speak for all of us, although I am the spokesperson. Just kidding. My manscaping process is in the morning, I trim my beard, and then I use like a disposable razor, as I mentioned, to like clean up the sides and down here. Get my hair cut every other week, and I get my eyebrows done. Hi Tommy, I know you're watching this. Twice a month usually. So I get them waxed. I've done threading, but I find that having the wax is just a better look. I experimented obviously with a spray tan yesterday, and I don't know if I would do that again because I look orange right now, but it's definitely a look for something.
I was gonna say, I see a little Donald Trump resemblance going on.
I'm not gonna argue, unfortunately, about that. Exactly, Carrot Top 2020 right here. And then the same person that does my eyebrows, Tommy, he trims me up, and literally like before a trip, like we'll trim my leg hair, arm hair, under my armpits, and backside, front side. I mean, could I do it myself? I could, but it's an experience, to put it that way. And also, like it's nice knowing that someone's doing it for you. You don't have to worry about like missing a spot and stuff like that. And also for like just being sexually active in terms of hygiene, it's a good idea to just keep everything trimmed and reasonable and clean.
For sure.
So Jayden, why do straight guys, because you did it yourself already, have to clarify that they're straight before complimenting another dude?
You know, that's an interesting question. I think the reason behind that is because kind of like what I stated before, just the confidence aspect. I think the minute you have to kind of clarify like your sexuality, you're not super confident with who you are and everything. Like for me personally, I like to think I'm a pretty confident guy. So, you know, I've got tons of female friends that come up to me and ask me like, oh, like, what do you think of this guy? I met him last weekend. And I'll give my honest opinion whether I think he's
a girl would say that to you, obviously.
A girl would say that to me.
Yeah.
Or it could be a guy, and I'll still like give them my honest opinion.
Yeah, because you mentioned you have a buddy. Mike,
one of my best friends lives out in Toronto. If he were to ask me about a guy, which he has in the past, like I'd give him my
your 2 cents. Yeah,
exactly. Have you ever fantasized about being with a straight male before?
Absolutely, 100%.
Is that a common thing? Because I've actually heard that that's a pretty big fantasy for gay guys.
It is, and full disclosure, it's happened before where like in this room where like I've had straight guys. I can't even believe that I'm saying this, but I am. This is a true story, and I'm not gonna say this guy's name, but like I've had a straight dude who had a girlfriend, making myself look really bad right now, and like I never in a million years would have thought he was bi or gay or whatever he is, but like literally something that I didn't expect was gonna happen did. So let's just put it this way. Yeah, definitely gay guys do have a tendency to fascinate about or imagine situations with straight dudes, but also like I have to keep in mind like being reasonable and respectful. Like I don't want to ever, nor have I ever overstepped a boundary, because I wouldn't want to potentially wreck a friendship or make anything awkward. And I would expect the same, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Jayden.
Have you ever felt attracted to a girl?
I have, for sure, but not in a sexual way. and I couldn't ever imagine myself being sexual with a woman, but I have had girlfriends. I've had 3 of them in the past when I was in high school. So Jayden, why do straight guys wear jeans with flip-flops?
Oh, that's a great question.
Because I see it all the time, and it drives me crazy.
I see it all the time too, and it drives me crazy as well. Yeah. And I honestly think it's just because, you know, I hate to say it, but I think most straight guys just have really shit style. You know, I think
truer words have never been spoken.
I think in today's society, for some reason, I have this feeling that fashion is correlated with
sexuality.
With sexuality, right?
Totally, yeah. But I've also seen a lot of gay dudes that have horrendous style too.
Yeah. Any jeans with flip-flops though?
Unfortunately, yes. Okay. My friend Ed is infamous for wearing slides. Like not even flip-flops, just regardless of the weather. Yeah. Just this'll do type. Yeah. Actually, and maybe one of your colleagues,
Sean Collins.
I didn't want to say it out loud.
Shouldn't have said that out loud.
You can bleep it out. Yeah. Sean watching this? Yeah, he loves wearing slides, walking around the gym.
Ryan, are there stereotypes that you identify with more than others?
Unfortunately, there are a lot of stereotypes and labels within the gay community, and I would say that if I was to put myself in a bubble, I would definitely probably fit into like I would have said twunk, but I feel like, and you're probably wondering what the heck is a twunk. So basically 100%. Like, let me just explain what the most common stereotypes are. So there's twink, which is like skinny, younger. Twunk, which is like a hybrid between a hunk and a young twink. Then there's like a hunk, which is like stereotypical like beach body, muscular, tall, alpha type situation dude. And then there's a daddy, which usually correlates being someone that pays for a younger dude. And then there's an otter, which is like a younger version of a hairy dude.
What would my stereotype be?
I think that you're twunk too. There's literally gay like EDM festivals for guys like you.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So you say I'd have I'd have a good time being gay.
Yeah.
I'd have a place to go with a lot of followers and friends.
You'd definitely be quite well received, that's for sure. Well, there we have it. Those are a lot of the questions that I had for a straight dude, and I had fun doing it. So thank you. Awesome. Thank you for throwing it all on the table, Jayden. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you haven't already followed this guy, it's at Jayden Bloom on Instagram. And if you like this video, please like it. If you have any questions that we didn't answer, go ahead, type them in the comments below. Otherwise,
part 2 could be coming up.
Part 2 is well on its way. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
Until next time, bye.